This is a disclaimer. I'm very, very sick right now. So I cut to the chase. Came in here this morning to feed everybody. I noticed that one of my Texas, my green Texas cichlids are acting really weird, and their face has gone completely white and the back of their tail have black stripes. Well, in the clips that you're about to see, you should already probably know why they did that and why I'm holding a 5.5 gallon tank. It's because we are going to get fry out of this tank today, and we're going to put them in here so they have the best chances of survival, because they are in a tank with a bunch of aggressive other cichlids, including my peacocks and then my other peacocks that are way bigger than like the mom and dad of the fry that hatched. So you'll see in the upcoming clip what I discovered when I came in. Now, they must have been preparing themselves to have these fry, because they did belly a huge hole underneath this fixture that my lady put in. This structure, it's like a little castle. But I'm gonna get done talking. I'm gonna try and get these guys out. I'm gonna put this probably like halfway of water from the tank that they're in, throw a heater in there, throw a bubbler in there, for everything in there that they need. As far as filtration goes, I'm pretty sure a little sponge filter will be just fine. It's not going to be too strong of a suction, so they won't die, but I'm going to try and box it off with like some plastic so they can't actually get to it, but the water can still get to the filter itself. Also, I'm going to be getting a tiny little suction hose, probably 3/8. So I'm going to like create vacuum. I'm going to stick that underneath the castle, and I'm going to suck all of the fry out that way. I feel like it's going to be more efficient and better for them. It's not going to hurt them as much as if I was down there kind of messing with a net. So we'll cut to it. Here's what I discovered, and these are the clips that we've got so far, and then we'll jump back to me putting them in this tank. Good morning, people. So this is a very weird sight to see, to be honest. Now, as you can see, little fella is really digging around in this little castle, right? He's kind of bellied out the bottom, and he keeps peeking his head out. Now check this out. The same fish that is in there looks exactly like this guy. But you see how his head has completely changed colors to like white? I have no idea why. I think maybe I've got a breeding session going on here. As you can see, look at how white his head is compared to this guy. I can't see under it. I can't see if there's any eggs or anything, but the behavior is very breeding. Like, if that makes any sense. He's really interested in this little castle, and everybody else is staying way, way away from this place. It's just fascinating to me that like the head has completely changed color look. It's almost white. See this right here, look? So I just grabbed my phone on a fly. I think this is mom and dad right here, because she isn't, going after this guy. But she is kind of staying close. I think they are. I think there are eggs, to be honest. I think we just saw her grab some and spit some out. I don't want to lift it up. Let's see if this guy gets bullied from being around. I don't want to lift the whole thing up in case there are eggs in there, but I can't see in, which kind of sucks. But all we can do is pretty much monitor, see what we got. But this might be our first batch of fry from these two guys. I do have another one that's over here, staying way away. But that one's very small compared to these guys. But they're really standing guard, which again I'll come back to. I'm pretty sure there might be little eggs in there. But do I want to take them out and do them myself, or shall I just let nature take its course? But something's going on in there, look. How beautiful does it look with the white face though, look. I guess we'll tune back in and see what's going on. I don't see any eggs anywhere though. Like not even on the surface, not on the rock itself. definitely underneath though, because I can kind of peek to like right here as the only. I mean, she's really trying to dig for something. Look. I don't know. There's no tube out or anything, so that's what I'm really curious about. It's my second time dealing with maybe something along this nature as far as like behavior goes. The first fish I had, my blue aquariums from like 4 or 5 years ago, they had eggs, and I, you know, hatched them and put them in an incubator and stuff, or a pulse tube so they would vibrate, so you know the bacteria wouldn't sit on the eggs and kill the eggs. But I've never had them do anything like this before. No, I've never experienced anything like this, I should say. But look at the colors though on this fish. It looks mental. Super crazy. But I think this is definitely the dad or something, or I don't know. Yes, because he's a dad because of his back fin right here is like a very sharp looking fin. It's not rounded. So I will monitor this for the rest of the week, I think, and we'll see, because this is mental. But that also look. Oh, that's a female. Yeah, that is a female. That is in fact a female. I never really actually sexed these when I bought them, but she's going out and like really making sure these guys know that this is her castle. Look, fascinating. It really is. Okay, so we're gonna leave this here. They are in that. We are gonna get some fresh hose here because I don't want any hose that's come in contact with anything to contaminate this water. So here is this. Go ahead and get this vacuum going. Vacuum's going. Now I gotta act really fast when it comes to this, but I'm gonna let this fill up just a little bit because obviously we need them to get in there like with water in the bloody tank already. But I don't know how well this is gonna work. I know this tank's pretty warm. It's like 82. Now she's probably gonna get real mad at this tube. She's probably gonna start trying to eat them. But we're just gonna go ahead and gently dip under here and see if we can get some fry in here. Now I can't really see, but I think we did get some by looking in at the little tank below us. Now I don't see any floating around, but I'm going to do a pretty decent sweep on the inside of this. Because we don't want to miss any. Oh, we're kind of bummed up a little bit here. Mama's gonna be extra mad, but that's okay. I do see them. There are quite a lot in there. She is really paying attention to what I'm doing here. And then we will replace all the water that we took out of here, and then we'll go ahead and put this back down. I'm gonna give this another little tilt. Actually, that's as much as it will go. So her colors should go back to normal. Now that she doesn't have any fry around, but she might be still in heat, or however you want to call it. But I think that might be it. I don't see any more in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let this suck some water out. But we do in fact have fry. Fantastic. Quite a few too, actually. Holy moly. She's obviously looking for him. She's super stressed and mad, and I'm sorry. But now he's really mad. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back down. Like that. But I don't see any more of a fry in there. Looks like they're all just in this little thing. As you can see, there are an absolute bunch load. They are tiny, tiny little dudes. They are huge. Maybe this will probably work better for you. Maybe. No, it doesn't. Yeah, well, there is maybe 50. There's a bunch in there. We actually did a really good job getting these guys out. But the good thing is, these are all swimming. They're kind of wiggling swimming, so we got to get some brine shrimp so they can hatch. And we can feed them and stuff. So wait until the egg sac goes away. We can start feeding them. But once this is filled up, we'll go ahead and set these guys up for success. Okay, so we've got our sponge filter here, and we're gonna find something for the suction part. Now this is coming out of a completely different tank, but we are trying to get these guys situated ASAP. Probably gonna wash this through water so nothing gets transferred over. Okay, so here's the little mini sponge filter we're using. We'll probably go ahead and just kind of twist it off to the side like this. Then we go ahead and attach the little hose. And this is just going to kind of sit right here, kind of away from everybody. As long as they don't get sucked up into it, I'm not too worried. I might actually have to put some more water in here, I think. Because the last thing I want are these babies getting sucked up, you know. I ended up moving the tank that we put here on the table over here on this little rack. This is the betta fish rack, which I still have to build up. Yeah, we got a little dude just chilling, hanging out. Now he's got neighbors. Now, I'm gonna try and get this to focus for you guys, but there's really nothing for the phone to focus on. But you can kind of see them right here, just wiggling around. There is a ton. Like a lot. If I dim the brightness, you can probably see better. But look at them all. There's so many. I think I sucked up some dead ones, but the good thing is they shouldn't get sucked up by that filter. I don't think it puts enough suction out for them to actually get sucked into it. They won't go anywhere, they'll just get stuck to the filter, or the sponge, I should say. So now we watch these for a couple days. I gotta go get some brine shrimp to hatch so we can feed them. And yeah, super stoked. Can't wait for this next journey. This is gonna be fantastic. So at least to say, they are doing pretty bloody good in there. And we're kind of just waiting now to the point where they can get rid of their egg sacs and they can just start swimming around freely. It's gonna be a really cool thing to witness and experience within the new build of the fish room, because like I said, the last time we did something like this, I had no idea what I was doing and I was just doing the hobby for fun, and there was no recording involved. I just had fish in a basement and I had one of these in the basement. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm super stoked. These guys are looking fantastic too, by the way. Again, I appreciate the gift. They look fantastic. Angelfish are always like wanting to be center of attention. Every single time, they're always wanting to be center of attention. It doesn't matter who you are and what you're doing. They're always in your face, wanting food all the time. Apart from this guy, this dude's actually my favorite in here. If you didn't know, he has like a top fin that's kind of like funky, like deformed. I love the way this guy looks. He looks great. And then, where are my little turquoise guys at? Where are my severums? By the way, they're called severums. I found that out the other day. Where are the severums? I cannot see him. I can't see him. Where are they? Have you seen my severum, sir? Where, have you seen my severum? Oh, there he is. I just was talking about you, bud. Isn't he so cool? I love how they have the red on their fins, look. Oh, he does not like the camera. He's like, get that camera away from him. He's like, get that thing away from me. Looks so cool. So yeah. They're called turquoise severums, according to... No, not according to, but apparently that's what they're supposed to be called. The arowana also is eating phenomenal. Fantastic. I can try and show you a clip. Let's go ahead and try it. So we turned the light out so I can try and get a video for you guys. I'm not going to try and move. I'm not going to do anything that's going to make him jump or get sketched out. But he looks great. Again, I'm super sick and I'm trying to make these videos and like have them come out to the quality that I usually do. And the voice is just gone. The face looks pale and chubby and fat and just swollen. But obviously, I'm still going to try my best to put videos out. And if you get annoyed of the sick voice, just go back a couple of videos and just watch a video that you've already seen to get your content of Noisy Aquatics fulfilled within your heart. So anyway, moving on. The green Texas cichlid has obviously thrown her babies out of her mouth. I think like maybe a day ago or 2 days ago she must have done it, because they still have egg sacs on them and they're actually doing really well. They're in the tank over here. They look phenomenal, to be honest. They're hanging out. I have obviously removed some dead ones because, you know, they will die. It's very common for a batch of fry to some of them die off slowly. This isn't my first time having fry. The first time I had fry was about probably 4 years ago, and they were electric blue acaras, which they laid eggs, and I sucked them up with, like, you know, a turkey base to put them in like a little egg thing, and it like pulses the eggs up and down, so, you know, the fungus wouldn't settle into something that is stationary, because it's obviously an egg. It's very open to getting infections and fungus, and then obviously dying in bacteria. So luckily enough, I do believe, to the best of my knowledge, that the green Texas cichlids, I think they carry them in their mouths and spit them out. I could be wrong, but I think I'm actually right. So that being said, there was no need for me to like take a turkey baster and get these eggs out. I just noticed from obviously the past videos that she was acting really weird. She was changing colors. Her whole head went to white and the back of her body was like a black stripe with blue. That's my indication that she's obviously in heat, or however the fish keeping world say that their fish is ready to lay eggs in season, crashing out. And then these little wigglers decided to make me set up another tank, which is fine because we're prepared for it. We have multiple tanks in this fish room. We do have a bunch of 5.5 gallons because that is for the beta wall on the back wall where, you know, the arowana is. So setting up a new tank for these fry wasn't really that hard. I had a bunch of old and new, you know, sponge filters that I bought offline. I got like a pack of 10, and they're the small ones. They're the ones I use in all of my tanks, and that's how I use my air stones. Technically, I don't just have a bare air stone hanging out in the tank. I have these little sponge filters that just blow these really cool fine bubbles out a nozzle and up, and then it kind of makes the surface like tension not so like still. It makes it all wavy and stuff. So, and I think that looks nice, and plus that's an extra piece of, you know, filtration which you have, and I rarely squeeze my sponge filters out because I have hang on the back filters.